co-founder friend Diane is very camera shy, but you will hopefully meet her as we go. I'd like to say that we're absolutely honoured to be able to support the first official fundraiser for the Lewis Leap family on behalf of the Johnson family. Lewis was a big part of everyone's lives and we miss him dearly. We hope that this first fundraiser will raise a lot of money to support disadvantaged children in the local community. I'd like to thank, first of all, my lovely friend florist Isla of Flowers by Isla, who's been a tremendous support to us, giving us expertise and guidance and helping us. We've had many fun trips at the flower markets at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'd like to thank Victoria Mortimer of Swish Candles, who produces these beautiful candles. You can have any luxury bottle you like filled into a candle. So just thanks to Victoria for her support. And on that basis, I'll hand over to Isla.
Thank you very much. I'd like to say I'm Isla, from Flowers by Isla, based in Kirknewton, and when Ricky first asked me to be part of this project, my instant reaction was yes, no question. And as the whole process has gone on, every step of the way I've been so delighted to be part of this. And every day brings something new to this. And the more money we raise from this, the better it'll be. And it's a community project involving so many different ages of people, and everyone's wanted to be part of this event. So the first thing to do is prepare yourself. This is a wonderful experience. It's all about taking time, enjoying yourself. So there's a few things to do first. Look out your scissors, maybe even a wee glass of mulled wine. Christmas is one of those times of year where you get the chance to indulge and just relax. Warm nights, perhaps the fire on, and you're going to create your own wreath. Everyone's will end up differently. Yours will be your own personal wreath, just the way you want it. So don't hesitate to add anything that you got from your Christmas decorations last year, and anything that you've got in the garden. There's lots and lots of different foliages that you can use in the garden. Laurel, ivy, any sort of dark greens can be added into the design. The blue pine that we've got here is beautifully scented and creates such a nice atmosphere. Before you start, puff up the ring and make sure that the shape of it is just how you would like it. The first step to do is to take your items, your decorations, and lay them out onto the ring how you'd like it, the design, and then you know just exactly how much to use. Once you've done that and you're happy with your design, you need to take each item, and the principle is to just try and create a stem that's long enough to be able to push through the wreath and attach on. If it won't go all the way through the frame, just wire it onto the foliage, which is very easy to do. So I'm going to show you quite clearly how to wire it. So what you want to do is push the wire through, twist it down, and then wind it round 2 or 3 times. This is the same principle that you use throughout the wreath making design. And then add it in by simply pushing it through the wreath ring and attaching it on at the back once you're happy with the positioning on it. And just twist it round the back onto a strong bit of foliage or onto the wreath ring that you have, that is the wire frame. Carry on doing this until you have a lovely full design of things. And sometimes the minimal looks a little bit better, and sometimes the full sort of look, luxury look, is amazing. But don't hesitate to look around you, be inspired from the garden, be inspired from what other friends have used. This is really all about creating your very own wreath, just the way that you want it. So again, the same principle, pushing the wire through, twisting that round and ensuring that it's safely secured on the back. With the cinnamons, what you want to do is push the wire through the length of the cinnamon. So it pops out the other end, and then twist it down the same principle 1, 2, 3 times, and then attaching that on to a nice bit of foliage, or even on to another decoration that's already wired in. But just take your time and make sure it's wired on really securely. So as you progress, you can see how it changes. And then keep doing that until your design is finished. The cones are a very similar technique, just wire around the bottom, give it a few twists, and then pop that onto the wreath ring. This is all about enjoying yourself, using all the items. Anything goes with this. It really is just anything that you like and that you want to put in it. And wiring on, just taking your time, wiring it on securely. The smell as you work with the blue pine is absolutely amazing. If you could have smell-o-vision, now is the time that you want to have smell-o-vision. So if you want to have a bowl, don't forget to leave space for a bowl. And naturally, we've got a space here, and that's where we're going to position it. The other nice way is just to put little bows on the cinnamon sticks. I'm quickly going to show you how to make a little bow with the wires. So this is a lovely sparkly ribbon, and you just do a little twist, a little twist. The ribbon width doesn't need to be too big for this, and then just 1, 2, 3 times down and pulling it out. You've got a lovely little bow, and ensure that it is a one-sided ribbon, you're facing the front. These can be placed on the wreath, or they look beautiful on the cinnamon sticks. So in the packs that we have for the Lewis Leap foundation, there are different looks. So this is the minimalist look, which comes with a copper frame and full of decorative, beautiful things, scented and unusual. This is another idea, much more traditional, with wonderful decorative contents. We've got cones and fruits and berries and beautiful, unusual ribbon. The last one that we've got is really lovely, with very unusual lines and cones in a much more modern look. Cinnamons, white berries, all sorts of things. Something quite different and unusual to use. So once you're happy with your design, the next thing to do is to make your bow. Taking a length of ribbon, we're just going to do the same principle of creating a quick bow by doing a few twists in the ribbon and then attaching this on to the wreath with our wires. Take time and hold your wreath up against a wall where you're going to hang it, see how it looks, and adding things to it, taking things away, amending. So, with the best ribbon to choose for your wreath is actually one that has a wired edge. Scotland doesn't have the best weather, let's face it, so wind and rain is going to make it all droop. So, a lovely wired ribbon, and then just trim the ends. A lovely little tip to get a beautiful finish to your design is to cut the ribbon at an angle once you've folded it in half, and that gives you a lovely point to the end. Or you can do it the other way and you get 2 points. And then ensure that each end is the same, and do that on each part of the ribbon. Same principle, pop it into the wreath, attach it on the back, and just ensuring it goes through the frame easily. The tails trailing through, and then winding it round the back. And just ensuring that it's going to stay. Right, and then hang it up where you want to place it. And at this stage, just to debate it, making sure that everything is in place. Once you're happy with the overall design of the wreath, there are so many things that you can add to the wreath to finish it off. You can put a little touch of snow spray on it, perhaps some glitter or some scented oil. Here we have beautiful swish candles where the firm has actually made these from champagne bottles. So you can provide the champagne bottle perhaps from a happy memory or occasion celebration that you've had, and they'll fill them for you and reuse them. This can then be taken off your door on Christmas Day, and the candle could be used in the centre for a table centre, and the smell and ambience of all that is absolutely fabulous. In January, when it's time to bring all the decorations down, everything that you've added onto the wreath can actually be taken off again, upcycled and reused for next year. Everything there will last beautifully, and you can reuse everything, including the frame that the wreath comes on. So no need to waste anything. So this is the Highgate pack, and it's very much less is more. So in each pack, when you open it up, you've got the copper ring, little decorations, some ribbons, all sorts of beautiful goodies, scented dried fruits, artificial decorations, wires and real wire, everything that you're going to need to make the pack. So the idea behind this is that you don't always need to fill everything full. Even though it's a full circle, what we're going to do is the design around the bottom of it and use delicate ribbon to hang it. Don't be frightened to add your own things to this wreath as well. Anything that you've got left over from last year, anything that's maybe perhaps sentimental that you really like as well. So we're going to half the ribbon, and using the wires on the frame, on the crossbar, we're going to tie that on securely in a double knot. The same on the other side, a double knot to hang it. So look around the garden, look around your house, maybe in your craft boxes, see what you've got. If there's anything extra that you'd like to add on to this, feel free. It's really about creating your own design here and just making something that's perfect for you. There's no rights and wrongs in crafts. It's all about just doing what makes you happy, relaxing. So that's the first step. That's how to hang the ring. So in your pack, you'll find lots of scented blue pine like this, which has the most wonderful perfume. Such a Christmassy feel. So lay them all out and have a wee look and see how much you've got. So you want to use half to here and then half to here, very roughly. On your cinnamon stick, you should find some real wire. Just unattach that and unwind it a little bit. Attach it onto the frame by twisting it round 2 or 3 times securely. Just make sure when you pull it, it's really tight. Give it a quick check. So the idea is to bind everything onto the frame in stages. If you've got ivy in your garden, or maybe laurel or other bits and pieces, just feel free to add anything in that you like. And twisting the wire down and round and making sure it's tightly secured. So in your pack, you've got all the decorations, and this is the theory that we use to attach them, just a wire stem that gets placed on, and I'll show you carefully how to do that. Put the wire through the fruit or decoration, pulling it down with about a 2-inch length of stem, and 1, 2, 3 times round. All the decorations in the pack have the same idea, so we put an artificial stem onto these things so they can be attached easily. So this can be bound round the frame, but ensure that you cover that over with the foliage and work in the same direction with the heads of the foliage to the left and the ends of the stems to the right all the time, and put it into little bundles and use the little bundles to gather up under the wire and keep going round and round securely. There are beautiful, huge, big lines, again, which have a wonderful, wonderful scent. Pop that on the wreath, and the same idea, winding round and attaching it onto the frame. And then a little bit more pine. It's entirely up to yourself how you do these. Everyone does it slightly differently, but the theory is to just keep going clockwise and winding round and securing things. So in the packs, you'll find beautiful little decorations. There's artificial bits, and that can be wound round through your design. You maybe want to go round the apple. You maybe want to go through the wreath like that. We've also got beautiful little ribbons. These are tartan ribbons. So I've made a little bow just on the stem, which can be attached. I'll show you how to do that. So keep working away with the greenery, piece after piece, just to cover the ring, and going round and round each time. And those robins, so cute. And again, the same theory, we can have him looking out. It's quite fiddly work, but it's really rewarding to get the opportunity to create your own thing at your own pace. It's not a competition, it's just about creating something you like and you enjoy doing. So if we hang it up, just ensure that what we've done so far has worked. And just checking that we like what we've done. If there's any bits that you don't like, it's no problem just to unwind your wire and adjust it and start again. The little ribbons can be put in like that, just through the frame as a little attachment onto it, or you can wind the ribbon round and through, or you could hang it with this one. Everyone will choose to use their decorations in a different way. Once you've got halfway, the next theory is to start roughly here and then work back to the centre again with the rest of the decorations. This is particularly nice because you could wind that through. Alternatively, you could just wind it through the plain frame. Everyone will work out a different way to use the bits that are in their pack. And once you hang it against the wall where you're going to put it, you'll see just exactly your favourite design. So there's lots of things that could be added to that. If you've got anything lying around the house, you could add some snow spray or some glitter or some twigs. Anything that you've got lying around the house, anything that you've maybe got left over from last year, something sentimental. It's really just about relaxing, enjoying and doing something for yourself at this lovely time of year.